Hey guys, what is up? I'm back with the second backtesting session of the day. We're just gonna hop right into the session here. No time to waste. Kind of already looked ahead. Overall, still bearish in the market. Um, um, Hourly time frame kind of looks like this, displacing through a lot of gaps. We do have this New York opening gap that's a really good draw on liquidity that we slightly filled in during Asia session. But we could use that as a draw if we continue higher from this point on. This is the most discounted part of the range. So if we perhaps inverse some of these bearish gaps, I'd be interested in taking longs towards New York opening gap. Currently, I am heavily considering this as a strong draw, this 15-minute low, and previous day lows, as it kind of just looks like we're slowly displacing through it, or slowly displacing to it. Swap the internal. Um, Nothing I would have really taken there. I would also don't have any news. I checked that already. Displacing to my draw on liquidity here. Making our way higher. Um, Respected this 30 on ES. We are displacing higher in the range. I am potentially looking for ES to retrace maybe here in order to continue the sell model, as we do have these kind of stacked 15-minute highs. This just isn't really a good place for me to be shorting. I guess actually most premium part of this gap. And then this would be a continuation from this 30 minutes. So I think it is like a valid entry here. And then on ES we displaced to this more premium gap right here on the 15-minute that I really do like. This looks like a very suspicious high. Um, and then below, okay, honestly, never mind. I do actually like this as an entry on the 30-second here. Um, because we are in this, what is it called? Premium 5-minute in terms of this range. This is sponsored by this 30-minute. So we go from the 30-minute to the 5-minute, generate liquidity, 30-second entry right over here. Low resistance leading up to my drawn liquidity. Higher time frame SMT inside of a more premium 15-minute gap. So on the 15-minute range, we are theoretically already heavily premium, and then this is a strong inversion lower. Break evens, honestly, the 3-minute, nope. I guess this 1-minute fair value gap. I'm gonna likely hold, like, do I really need a 1.77? Not really. I expect this to sell off here. Honestly, I don't want to get just break even randomly again. This is a solid break even spot though. I would want this to flush down. Like, it's solid in terms of it's a 1-minute gap, but a 1-minute gap of this price leg this was the highest inversion of this price leg leading up to this 5, it'd be this. So I'm gonna break even. I'm gonna retake the entry if we do close the 1 minute. Holy, this 1 minute right here actually, this is actually low-key insane. Another break even. Could I have held through this 1 minute? Like, I really do want to fucking reverse this. I don't know if I would go break even there. I don't know why I skipped either. Um, us inversing this, okay, no, honestly, I would have to go break even there. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's my draw on liquidity. Um, Damn, I'm getting really annoyed with these break evens, to be honest. Now we have previous day low swept, and we are not really inside of a gap. We have this pretty interesting draw on liquidity lower. And I know that on ES we have a humongous gap right here that we might want to fill in. So I just want to see what happens here. I continue lower to that draw on liquidity. 10 a.m. opens lower. Kind of just generating here. It's a lot of just generation. Um, I don't really want to take an entry from this heavily discounted 5 minute. Although, yeah, I don't want to see us trade. Like, there really isn't a gap that I could trade to. Um, Unless we open up like a gap or like a 30 minute. So I'm just not gonna take this, to be honest. I could see us opening a 30 here. Kind of looks like we just want to go towards probably fill in this daily gap here. Yeah, slowly but surely we're filling in that gap. Doesn't really look like we're gonna get a solid entry here either. This was the only trade of the day, to be honest. I guess like um I really wish I can go back in time and take this 1 minute instead. But it sucks to suck. Like this right here, I thought it was pretty solid. Um, this 1 minute, like something that some guy named Bionic says. He's a guy I watch a lot for my trading. Something like your fair value gap is only as strong as the draw on liquidity is protecting, something along those lines. So if my draw is truly lower, this measly 1 minute should not be um causing a reaction large enough for me to be worried. Um, and considering how much displacement we've been getting through these sessions, this I should have held towards um at least something. Like I could have easily held towards this end point right here. Um, yeah, and like I guess yes was tapping into this 3 minute at the time, so there was a chance at a reverse, but and these break evens are getting to me, I won't lie. We're gonna have to start breaking even so early. Next day, 10 a.m. Um, Again, what are we doing? Holy shit. Like, I just want to see us reverse, bro. I just don't want to keep being bearish for the rest of the month. We tapped into this unmitigated I really struggle with that word, sorry guys. In this gap, and looks like we're respecting this first discounted 4-hour gap with an intermediate 15-minute low that we already swept out, and we still have, I guess, previous day low that ES has not swept, and then we do have some unmitigated 15-minute gaps that we can displace to. I would want to see pretty big retracement because we did sweep out London, so that is like something that um, I want to see in order to continue the sell model. That's as simple as the analysis could really get, to be honest. Like even like on the 5 minute, for example, where it's kind of trending lower, we have these draws on ES that we might want to draw to. Yeah, retracement higher perhaps. Not something I'm willing to take here. We do have news at 10 a.m. I'm to be worried about. Displaced into this 15-minute right here. Draws lower, could be previous day low, but that's a pretty big gap to displace through here. And a 30-second to a 2-minute. Honestly not willing to take that. I do see this playing out though, I have to say. I do see this playing out, but I just don't feel like my draw, like we are pretty far away. If I wanted to go to these previous day lows, I would want to see more displacement through these gaps here because we did just tap into this unmitigated gap. So I'm just gonna fade this 30-second. Then we would have got instant break even. Yeah, I was not I think yeah, instant break even. I cannot be taking another break even trade, to be fair. Um Nothing again. It's another 30-second into a untapped 5-minute now. That could I think play out here. Um and the draws unmitigated 15 we can target. Do we have any low resistance? Trend line liquidity, nothing really. This would just be like that's a really strong inversion. I am okay. What can I say from here? Displacing from this 4-hour, we inverse this hourly gap. Draws lower would just be previous day low. Tapped into this premium 15-minute inside of this range right here. For shorts, highest point that I would want to see us trade up to continue lower. And then we are in that range of like before news. Um, Honestly, bun this, bro, just because we're right beside news, and I'd rather just wait for news. Yeah, and honestly, my draw is so like I can't really validate previous day lows right now as a draw on liquidity. To be honest, considering that we still have some more draws up here. Unmitigated hourly gap. Gonna fade this even if it does. Yeah, I did inverse. We have 10 a.m. news. It's just a resweep of this high, still respecting this gap. 10 a.m. news is going to be made right now. Low was made. Sweep of previous day. Oh, wow, this is actually a crazy fucking trade right here. Um, like it literally just looks like we're holding this gap. Um, swept out 10 a.m. high, and then this would be my draw right here. That is on the trading into this 15. No, I'm not gonna take this because I'm almost certain like this right here is actually just stupid, to be honest. Yeah, worked out, and I would love to take like a 5 minute perhaps. Continuation? Nope. What are we doing here? Again, rebouncing from this 15 minute. Rebounding from this 15 minute. That's just a stupid trade too. And 30 potentially manipulates into this 5 minute and then continues lower. Now we're like near these lows that I'm willing to take a con short from. Let's see better structure here. Do we even tap into it? Nope. I just really need to see that 5 minute get tapped into. Shit, man. Was not tapped into. You can probably take the smack. It just doesn't just look so odd to me. Yeah. Can I validate another short? No. No, nothing here that I am willing to take. And that was the day. Nothing really that I kind of liked in this trade this day. Um, and I'm still really mad about that break even, man. Moving on to the next day. We are tapping into this daily gap. I feel like I'm zooming past these days. I low-key am a bit tired. I don't know. I low-key should not be trading. But we'll finish the video. I don't really have too much time nowadays to be backtesting twice a day. So I kind of just want to use these to my advantage here. Like we're still kind of looks like we're rebalancing the range in order to go lower. We did edge that gap. That is probably a data candle that we have not swept. I'm just gonna leave that there. I would love to see a rebalance over here and then continue higher towards this because that's a pretty strong draw. Or we get the opposite because higher time frame I'm still bearish. Edging, 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 not edging, sweeping, sweeping, holy, swept data low, not any gap that I would want to long from, niche, entered this 30 minute. Over here, I don't want to pattern trade um data highs though. Strong inversion higher. Stop hunt right there. Is ES edging any gap? We are edging this hourly low, but do we need to grab that? Not really. We're respecting all of this and then also have a higher time from SMT with data highs above. I could see this playing out here. Swing high would be my break-even point. Um, I do like this. This is a pretty strong inversion as well, going higher towards my data high. You can probably also look at the 9:45 manipulates lower, closes higher. I don't know. ES is right beside this low resistance right here in the 1 minute. Fading this trade. That's why it's so important. Like if I fucking took this and it lost and I saw that shit after, I would have gone cheese to be honest. 10 a.m. closes right now. Kind of looks like we just want to leave that data high alone. With draws lower being this hour or 15-minute gap, London lows, and also these equal lows right here on ES. In terms of continuation moves, nothing I can really take right now. Now we're in a better position to long here, so expect me scalp. What is this? This is 10 doesn't do anything, manipulates these lows. We're still holding this gap, inversion of this 2 minute. This is not like the cleanest entry, but I'm still intrigued. Stop is unfucking real. Type and draw. I don't know. Before I do take this, I want to reconsider here. Yes is in a pretty good spot to distribute here. I don't see the reason why we would go here if we are continuing bullish, which 10 a.m. what does it do? Nothing off the wick, then manipulates this low, instant reversal higher, closes above this 2 minute break even at this point right here. Now this is something I like. Stop though is a bit insane though, I won't lie. I'm taking it even though stop's kind of cooked. Break even there. I like it. I want to see this flush higher. Um, yeah, that is unfortunate. What were we trading into? It kind of looked like an ugly trade, I guess, bro, but honestly, that is not a reason why I should be fading it. Um, yeah, I guess the stop was too big, potentially. That's the only reason I'd say it was a bad trade. We are in an awkward position. Kind of looks like we are just kind of selling off, not necessarily. We edged this high, held the 15, and then were we are we inside this 5 minute? No, we're not inside any 5 minute. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I guess maybe I'm just fucking stupendously tired. But this didn't look too shabby. Nah, the risk was actually insane. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking here. The risk was low-key cooked here. Yeah, gonna move on. See if we get maybe a continuation. Move. 30-second. not in a gap that I would want to trade from, to be quite frank here. And that is another day gone. Mm, so we're just gonna move on to the next day. Thursday, due date. Daily, we are displacing from this unmitigated gap. Unmitigated gap. 4 hour, we look like shit. What can I say though? Except Google. 8:30 news. Damn, we actually look chopped. Jeez here. Um, I'd probably just have to be more reactive on a day like this. Swept out data lows. We're in the edge data highs. Going into the market, I can presume more bullish because we're respecting this hourly gap. On the 4 hour, we respected this, so we can technically say that you have an SMT on this. Oh no, we don't cap that shit. Hourly, we're rejecting from this, we're respecting this. I guess bullish, but honestly, I'm just gonna be more reactive going into market open here and seeing what the market wants to give me. Traded away from data high, entering, sweeping this inside of a 30-minute gap right here. Resweep. Um, this just is not conditions I want to trade to be honest. 30 minute, that's like I can't take that to be honest. I gotta know when to avoid those ones. We're trading still inside of this gap. Not really any level that I would want to trade from. All these low resistance 5 minute highs. Nothing really. So it kind of looks like we respected this 15 with this data high candle. Now we're displacing away from it. But we aren't really making any gaps that I could take continuations from, to be honest. Now we are trading past these London lows. We just swept all. These are actually really solid draws, but I just could not trade, take any of those. I really expect 10 a.m. to manipulate to. I would love for this to be a gap we trace into perhaps. 10 a.m. into this gap right here. Do we have any draws lower? Not really, to be honest. I would want to see a bigger displacement higher to this um untapped 15 minute in order to go short. To be honest, to be honest. Now we have like these kind of low resistance, low, and we don't really have any more draws lower, to be honest. Like I can't really short this. This is just yeah. What are we doing here? Did we reject? We rejected that high again. That is actually insane here. This 5 minute, I'm not willing to really trade to these. What can we possibly be trading to? We edged these highs. ES is right beside these highs, so I don't want to short the market by any means. We heavily respected this 15-minute. Um, Draws lower. Am I too zoomed in here? Like, I don't really see the reason for us to go all the way down here. Um, we heavily respected that 15-minute. Um, like, yeah, this is, I guess, a continuation short, but to no draw on liquidity, to be honest. And yeah, that's just not really high probability. Next day, any news? I am low-key rushing this. I kind of want to get this shit over with because I am cheesed about that one loss. That was not supposed to be a loss, but it is what it is. It's all part of the backtesting game. On the daily time frame, sweep out this daily low, and we start creating a bullish move from that, and we are just respecting bullish gaps, disrespecting bearish, and gonna drop previous day highs. We have all these previous session highs. I'd want to see a pretty big displacement lower in order to continue this. We just respected this 4-hour gap as well. So I am more bullish going into the market, but I'd want to see some solid retracement here. Rebounds the range. Rebounds the range. Rebounds the range. We're just gonna leave now. That's clap. Uh, go ahead. We rebalance the range. Equilibrium of the range. Equilibrium of the range. Um, and then wow. I guess we just want to bump higher, perhaps. So this 15-minute gap. Damn, man. Now we edge this. Nope, we didn't edge that. We have this as a draw. We have previous day highs as a draw. On liquidity that I would love to take along to. This higher time from SMT is not going to phase me too much. But now I do want to see us displace lower before taking a long high here. Please give me an entry. Give me an entry. No. Yes, it's just pumping without us, man. I guess it kind of did. Move the SMT. Playing a bit of Six Sister in it. 10 a.m. I really want 10 a.m. to manipulate lower inside of this. It's going to be a 15-minute gap. Then pushing us higher towards strong draws on liquidity. Please. OMG, man. I forgot about the news, innit? Manipulating into manipulating into manipulating into nothing that I can really take a trade to here. I don't really want to short with data lows. I mean long with data lows being right there. Was there a continuation gap? There was here. We edge that? Do we enter a gap of some sort that we can validate this short from? Yeah, this, and then this created that, and then I'm kind of just trading a data low for draw liquidity here, and that would be my entry here. And then my stop point. Nah, I don't want to take this. Like, if there's a better entry here, I would be happy to take it. Like, 5 minute? Nope. Can't really take that one either. We opened up a new 15 minute. I noticed that. I noticed that. I noticed that we also got a S&T inside of this 15 minute. I noticed that we have a higher time frame draw. Looks like we did not want to go to those previous day highs. I mean, currently, we don't want to go to these previous day highs. We have a S&T. Man, man, man. This would be a 30-second entry. Lord. Kind of choppy, I'm not gonna lie here. We have an SMT on the 15 minutes, so this is kind of like I want to see like Nas at least hit this too. I'm not gonna lie. Um, like I usually wait for. Wait, did we sweep it already? No. Oh my gosh. Edge that gap. That is now protected. What the flip are we doing, man? Honestly, like I'm definitely not gonna see enter here. Yeah, man, that is so annoying. Looks like we did want that draw. Um, Today was not, I mean, this week was kind of shitty. This trade should have never been, I think this just would have been a no trading week. And honestly, I probably just should have never traded today. I mean, my second backtesting session of the day, because I am stupendously tired. But I'm still gonna upload this for transparency. Um, Holy shit. I'm also gonna take a break from trading for today. Um, do something maybe fun, and then we'll continue the grind tomorrow. I'll catch you guys for tomorrow's trading session, live trading session, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.